Hey Scott, Bounty Hunter Boot Camp with another Wednesday vlog. So, I reached out on Instagram for some people to send me some vlog ideas, and one of the ideas was forced entry. So let's talk a little bit about forced entry. These videos are only 4 minutes long, so they're, we can only talk so much about forced entry. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, open up a discussion. Put your ideas down below. Check out our sponsor, Safe Life Defense. Use the code BountyHunter10. Save 10% on a Safe Life Defense vest. Best vests in the industry. Also, Patriot Eye radios. Bounty Hunter 20 saves you 20%. And Olight for a 10% off all products on the Olight, which is our official flashlight. Use the promo code Bounty Hunter. Anyway, forced entry. So what is a forced entry? To me, in what I teach in class, the definition of a forced entry is entering somebody's home without their knowledge or without their permission. To me, that's the definition of forced entry. Booting a door, sneaking into somebody's house when they're not there, address of record, see if the guy's there, maybe hang out, wait for them to return, arrest them. All things that are within the legal perimeters of what we're allowed to do in bail enforcement, depending on the state that you're in and the rules and the laws in that state. So forced entry. So if a guy's standing at the door, your defendant's dad, for example, is standing at the door and he's saying, "You cannot come in." And you're like, "Yo, dude, I know he's here. I'm coming in your house." And it's the address of record. And you're like, "Out of my way, please step out of my way, sir. I need to access your house." And he says no, and you kind of enter his house. Is that a forced entry? Technically, it's not a forced entry as far as kicking a door in or breaking a window, but it is against their consent they're not giving you consent to search that house. So for me, that is a forcible entry. And you go in, and as long as you come out with your guy 99.9% of the time, as long as you come out with your defendant, you're gonna be okay. Now, in Colorado, you gotta have a certified copy of the forfeiture or of the warrant to legally be able to do that. It's kind of a rule of thumb. Is it law? Every state, every jurisdiction is different. Some states, our state, we have to notify the sheriff's office or police dispatch of what we're doing, why we're doing it. You just got to be very, very, very careful. Make sure that you're at 150 to 200% positive that your defendant is inside that house. If you're going to be kicking a door, if you're going to be forcing your way into somebody's house, you might be met with force, and you need to be ready for that. This job isn't about kicking doors. I can count the number of doors that I've kicked in over my career, and it's probably 20 to 25 doors tops. And I'm known for booting doors. Not so much so like Bounty Hunter Tank, who's just boots a lot of doors. He's got a lot more door boots than I do. You just got to be super careful. Make sure that you're in the right. Remember that we are not law enforcement, and we need to be 100% right 100% of the time to avoid litigation, to avoid charges. I've never been charged for booting in a door. I've never been charged with a crime for that. I've also never paid for a door. I've been right alongside law enforcement, and they go, "Scott, you kick the door because you don't have to pay for it." So forced entries, just be 150 to be 200% certain that your person is in there. And 99.9% of the time, you will be okay as long as you come out with your defendant. I've entered houses forcibly, and it took us an hour to find these people. They were hidden in walls and behind things, and be persistent. If you're sure they're there, figure it out. Find their hiding spot. Because the only time you're going to get into trouble is that one time you don't come out with your defendant. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like. Wednesday vlogs are back on, people. So If you want to see something in a vlog, leave a comment down below. Make sure to check out our sponsors and our affiliates, which are Safe Life Defense, Olight, and also Patriot Eye, which is our new radio system. We just absolutely love these radios. These radios are badass. I'm doing a totally different video on the radios. So anyway, driving across the country to teach a class. Young minds, get to mold them into the foundations to be less of a liability than the other people that are trying to take the cases. Anyway, hope to see you in a class soon. Thank you very much.